We are prepared to move forward the bipartisan agreement that we thought was negotiated in good faith with House Republicans, along with Senate Democrats and Senate Republicans, that meets the needs of the American people at this point in time. Jeffrey said, we are fighting for everyday Americans who will be hurt by a reckless Republican shutdown. I don't know if they're going to get into what also was in like that, those 1,500 pages, but raises were in there for Congress, things of that nature. Again, my point of saying, like, if they want to raise the debt ceiling, whatever they want to do to address the debt ceiling, then just pass a bill just for that. If you want to also pass a bill to increase wages for Congress or healthcare or anything else, then pass a bill for that. I'm not, I don't watch C-SPAN, but nor am I a political science major, even taking a political science class. But how much time can it take to just say, all right, we're just gonna these 1,500 pages, right? There are all these various sections in them. We're gonna make each section its own bill. I guess instead of all the voting they have to do. But again, this is their job. What else are they doing? Shout out to the efficiency of the federal government. Jeffrey said a shutdown can be avoided if House Republicans will simply do what is right for the American people by sticking to the bipartisan agreement. The minority leader outlined that he and the speaker are maintaining an open line of communication to see if they can resolve this issue. Jeffries called the debt limit issue and discussion premature at best. I feel like the debt ceiling is every year. Spending fight threatens Johnson's speakership. Yeah, because Johnson is the Republicans control the House, and they're keeping control of the House. So will Johnson continue to be the speaker? I guess that's important. Then what they're talking about here, the initial plan to keep the government funded and the chaos that surrounded it also prompted intense criticism of Johnson, including from members of his own party. Here we go. The full House will vote to elect a speaker on January 3rd when the new Congress convenes, and one Republican, Representative Thomas Macy, has already indicated he won't support him. Lord have mercy. All right, they set tripping. Trump has also been signaling that his support for Johnson is contingent on how the Louisiana Republican proceeds. The president-elect told Fox News Digital on Thursday that Johnson would easily remain speaker if he acts decisively and tough and eliminates all of the traps being set by Democrats in the spending package. Ooh, excuse me. Asked by NBC News if he still has confidence in Johnson, Trump replied, "We'll see." That is not confident. When people ask rhetorical questions, or just questions where like we know, what answer we'd be looking for here. We'd be looking for yes, that he's going to support Representative Johnson. By not saying yes, we know it's a no. Everybody understands that. That's one of, I guess, like foundational things, like when it comes to just psychology. But got to be PC here, politically correct. Shout out to Trump being politically correct this time, right? Shout out to President Trump being politically correct. What they had yesterday was unacceptable, Trump told NBC's Garrett Hackey. Okay. In many ways, it was unacceptable. It's a Democrat trap. In addition to the slew of add-ons to the original spending bill, conservatives are angry with Johnson for carrying out the negotiating process largely outside of the view of rank and file members. Representative Eric Burleson, a Missouri Republican, called it a total dumpster fire. A handful of Republicans indicated that their support for Johnson's speakership in the new Congress is now in question. All right, Johnson. All right, Representative Johnson, whose job you want to? With such a narrow majority, it would take only a few to take him down. Jesus. Macy, a Kentucky Republican, said flatly Wednesday that he won't support Johnson in the speaker's election. Oh, Lord. I'm not voting for him. Representative Macy said this solidifies it. In November, House Republicans backed Johnson to lead another 2 years during their leadership elections. During the last speaker fight at the beginning of a new Congress in 2023, the slim Republican majority took 15 rounds to elect former Speaker Kevin McCarthy, who was ousted from the role 9 months later, partly due to his handling of government funding. Oh my goodness. All right, House GOP's new funding bill to avoid shutdown fails and fast track vote. Again, this is on CBS News, and this is by Kai, it's probably Kaya Hubbard and Caitlin Yelek. I don't know how you say that. All right. All right, y'all. That's it, y'all. Locked and loaded. End of the episode. Necessities, debt payments, investments, lifestyle. Look, if the government shuts down, I can pretty much 100% guarantee that it will open back up as it always does. For those who are government employees, traditionally what ends up happening is you don't get paid. If you end up actually impacted by the shutdown, then once open back up, they back pay you and you spend like a whole bunch of time doing like time cards so you can actually get paid. That's what ends up happening. You would think they would have a different system for that, but they don't. But hey, no, that's what's that. For those of you who don't know, that's what happens when the government shuts down. The people who work for the government, federal government, they do not get paid during that time of shutdown. Then once it's open back up, traditionally speaking here, it's not good for traditionally speaking for government shutdowns, but it happens very frequently. But once it does open back up, when the government employees go back to work, they spend a good amount of time putting in time cards getting approved so everyone can get, essentially they all get back paid. That's when it's up happening. Or it's just, I guess it's back pay, retroactive pay, however you want to look at it, but they still get paid as if they were working. So that's what's got to get handled as well. Representative Johnson, you ain't got to listen to me because I don't put you in, right? I mean, listen to people in Louisiana, but it look like they might be trying to get you up out of there as far as leading the representative as far as being a majority speaker. So just be wary of that. I think it's very interesting. I mean, my assumption is Representative Johnson does not want to keep his seat because, like, I mean, in 30 days, like, Trump is coming into office, and you could just have a general pulse check or just ask Trump, like, hey, you want me to vote for this bill or not? Sometimes, whatever. I mean, he a grown man. He's a politician. I'm not saying he has to listen to Trump, but I mean, if you want to be majority leader, then it makes sense to do what you can to be a good politician, as they would say. Make sure you can get those votes. Again, they be worrying about who we are voting for to put people in office. Then they got to make sure that people, their peers, other people in the House or the Senate, actually vote for them too. A lot of voting going on. But all right, y'all, that's it. Locked and loaded. Make sure y'all comment, like, share, and subscribe. Shout out to the YouTube algorithm. Make sure you leave those rating reviews on the podcast platforms as well. My information, as well as my co-host Jordan information, can be found in the description on YouTube. Jordan has stopped stalling Jay on socials. His business page is finallyfit.live. That's where you can go to sign up for the 5:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday and Wednesday virtual training sessions. I'm sideline_Cory on socials. You can reach out to me for the financial coaching information. All right. I have not forgotten about the end of year episode, and I've not forgotten about the taken out of context. End of year episode will drop next week, likely, or at least I'll record it next week because I'm off Christmas end of the year. So we'll get all these episodes recorded. But new year coming up, got some changes. We'll update you guys on the changes on the how to win in 2025 episode. We go over all the tax bracket updates to the 401k limit, Roth IRA, all those different type of things to get y'all ready for 2025. All right. And if you haven't started working on your goals / finishing up your goals, make sure you do that. Still got to finish up my goals for the year. All right. But we got major updates coming for y'all on the podcast for next year. All right. That's it, y'all. Remember to save more and say less. Keep making better your best. And I'll catch y'all in the next one.